What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Multiversus. This is just a fun little video episode of Hitbox, a podcast where we talk about video games. I think we're the only one that does that. I could be mistaken. There might be another one.
I don't think a single one does.
No. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Peter Hunt Spitek, and joining me as always is my good friend Justin Makovich, here to walk me through Multiversus, to share the love, because to my understanding, he likes it a lot, and I don't like it really at all. But I don't know, like I've played it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 3. It was one of those things where like, how much time is really spent actually playing it versus like going through menus and learning tutorials and whatever. So let's do it. I have hardly any characters unlocked because this is the most free game I've maybe ever experienced. Do you have some unlocked?
I didn't unlock any extra at this point. One of the things I think is pretty cool about it is that they do, I don't know how often this will be, but they have like a free character rotation like they do in most like MOBAs and stuff that you've played in the past, or if you've played them.
Okay.
So right now, the characters that are unlocked on this rotation are Garnet from Steven Universe, which I've never seen before.
Yep.
Finn from Adventure Time, Superman.
And now what's he from?
Superman?
Yeah.
It looked like he's from just DCTM.
Okay. Oh, and he's like from like there's like a ride for him at Six Flags.
Yeah. I've heard of him.
Yes,
before,
me too.
But, Superman, the character that's very confusing when the two team colors in a game are red
and blue. That's terrible.
Yeah,
yes.
Not a great choice there, guys. And then you get the rain dog, which is this little adorable thing. And I gotta admit, I'm not a big fan of the rain dog. So those are the 4 that are free right now.
And then Wonder Woman? Question mark?
Wonder Woman is free for everyone if you beat the tutorial.
Oh, okay.
The first one, not the advanced tutorials. Did you do the advanced tutorials, by the way?
No, I did not. I was like, I get this.
One is literally broken.
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
I was like trying to have a conversation, like doing the tutorials, like after I've been playing for a while, just to get the exclamation mark away.
Yeah.
And like it just wasn't working. And I was like so frustrated, like trying to hold a conversation while doing something that should have been really easy. And then I looked up on the internet. Turns out I was doing nothing wrong. It was broken. So,
good. Well, this game launches officially today, Monday, August 15th, I think. I had to look at the date. I'm not a calendar. Who am I? Calendar man from
Batman.
From Batman? Come on, everyone.
Classic Batman.
Classic Batman villain. Calendar Man. My favorite Batman villain. Can't believe he hasn't been in a movie yet. What does he do? Does he just like the date? Anyway, let's play the video game.
He just knows dates pretty well. So we'll start off playing with bots, and then we'll get to some real people, because I think that'll be fun.
Okay.
We're gonna do teams, because I think that's a good starting point.
So I've played all of the free characters except for the Rain Dog, because you couldn't pay me to play that.
But it's so cute. Look at him.
I guess it is.
He's a good boy.
It's just such a weird thing that like this is the one character that they introduced for their fighting game is this dog. You know what I mean? Like it's just such a. To me, it's an odd pick, or I guess an odd creation.
I mean,
but.
I haven't played too much of like the support characters, because I mean, support's really for 2v2.
Yeah.
And if you're playing a lot of like random people online, I don't think support's the way to go.
Yeah. Yep.
But he has some cool effects and stuff with him. Like I think this character can be pretty viable if you know what to do with it. Though all of the competitive people, the ones that I'm looking at online that seem to be like really good right now before they get nerfed are Finn is a top tier, Wonder Woman, Bugs, and Tom and Jerry seem to be the ones that are pretty popular.
Okay.
And you'll notice that both Tom and Jerry and Bugs are considered mages.
Are they?
Yep.
Well, I remember from their shows that they did a lot of magic.
Lots of them.
Yeah. All right. I'm good to go. You're gonna walk me through how to enjoy this video game. I saw a friend of mine, someone who I trust, tweeted out like the music in Multiversus makes me feel like I'm ready to go into a battle or something like that. And I'm like, it makes me feel like I'm waiting to get on a ride.
I know. I was gonna say that. Like I'm at Disney World trying to
like it's not bad, but I'm just auto equipping whatever I have. Yeah. So you're level 9.
Yeah. So like. There's so many things that we can kind of go through here, but let me just get rid of that one.
You said these are bots, by the way?
Yeah, we're just gonna be playing bots right now.
Okay.
So first of all, the specific perks here are one of the kind of unique things about this game. And I mean, there's technically like perks and like different movesets that you can equip in a game like Smash. But this one makes it so in the front of it that you feel like it's really easy to do, and it's like part of the game to do that. Where in Smash, it feels like you're not doing the traditional stuff if you're going in and changing a character's moveset and things like that. And they also have a really cool ideas behind like the fact that if you and your partner have the same perk, you actually get bonus stats to those perks by like stacking them on top of each other. So like, for example, I think right now we both have one of the same perks, and instead of like doing an extra 10% damage or 5% damage, it's just 10% damage.
Okay.
There's like a bonus jump one that allows you to jump 3 times in the air. And if you and your partner have that, then you can do 3 jumps without having to hit the opponent in the air and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of different like strategy stuff. And when I was first playing this game in the early alpha, I was like, what's going to make this game different? It just kind of seems like, you know, it's trying to be Smash, but not quite as good.
Yeah.
And the 2v2 thing is really like the big difference here that makes it in of itself unique.
Okay.
Because it's just like you got to pick characters and classes that kind of complement each other, and by using the right perks and by doing a lot of the good setup stuff, like you can really like change how your team and characters play. Yep. There's definitely advantages to like planning your loadout when you're like with a partner than if you're just like going online with randoms.
Sure. And that's, I think, what really to me seems to set this apart is that like there is just a bigger focus on team stuff, which I like. I can get down with, just because I think that's unique. Because like to my understanding, like that's just like not in Smash, right? Not to just always compare this to Smash, but
I think Smash makes sense to, like because it kind of is like that platformerness to it. But yeah, Smash has teams, but like the perks and everything that goes involved, like around like these teams and like the complementing of support of support characters and things like that is much different in this game. Because like, you know, you could have a character that if you're playing singles stinks. And then if you are playing them as a support character with someone else, you can get like severely better like results with that character just because their true skills aren't seen until you're with a partner.
Yeah, okay.
And I feel like the opposite is true too. Like certain characters are just not as good with playing like in pairs as they would be. Come on, get that. There we go. We win.
We did?
Yeah.
There you go.
And like certain characters just aren't as good in teams as they are in solos and things like that. But there is a lot more strategy in the picking and the counter picking that you have to do.
Continue.
So I do like that stuff a lot, and I just think it makes it a lot more strategy based.
Sure.
I also I don't want to necessarily say this out loud so that the companies don't hear me, but I really do like the free-to-play model of this game.
Do you?
I do.
Okay, tell me about that, because for me, I opened this up, and like we had talked previously about like on the podcast, Hitbox Pod on Twitter. Always be plugging. We talked a little bit about how like, oh, you know, like I don't know how heavy they're going to be leaning into the free-to-play stuff, and this is like the most free-to-play game I've ever experienced. Like it is just like like so much stuff is locked, and like I get that, you know, doing the rotating free characters is like a good way to, you know, let people try things out and whatever. But it just like you're juggling like 2 different currencies and like all sorts of stuff like this. That for me, it's just like anti-Peter games, like for the most part. You know what I mean? Like I'll dip into Fortnite, I'll dip into Apex, whatever. But like with this, I was like, wait, ooh, okay. So what exactly about the free-to-play do you like about this as opposed to other games?
So the reason I like this, and I mean, I think free-to-play models are good if when you're playing the game, there's a realistic pathway to getting the characters and stuff like that while you're playing the game.
Yeah. Like
without having to pay. And this one, when you are playing, my controls are different. this one, while you're playing it, the fact that you don't have all the characters from the start, and if you don't want to pay for those characters, you only get the free rotating characters, causes you to try out characters on a limited scale that you normally wouldn't probably try.
Sure, that's fair.
And like the problem like now with Smash Ultimate, if you just start playing that game, like where do you start? You know, like
I guess it's just with characters that you like and know, but like even then, it's still a lot.
And you keep playing the same characters over and over again. Like for me, the reason like I probably main Link in Smash more than other characters is because I'm just used to him the most, and he's not super different from the other iterations of him.
Yeah.
So like I'm just used to it, so it's my comfort food to go to. But in this game, there could be a situation where my main is like not accessible because I haven't like unlocked him or I haven't done whatever. So it's gonna cause me to play other characters. And it also, with like a whole new roster like this, it just, it's a good way to kind of like try out the different parts of the game. And it looks like they have one of each class. I don't think they have a mage unlocked in this rotation, but like they have enough of the different classes to make it like fun and interesting to do. So like I just think it's getting me to experience this game, because I honestly don't think I would have bought this game if it was
that's fair. If it was because the Nickelodeon All-Stars one was, right?
Yeah, and I bought that one because I'm a loser.
Is that, I mean, do people even play that anymore?
No. I mean, they've done some things to make the game better. Like, they've added voice acting and stuff to it, so it is a little bit better than it just being, like, the same, like, a really, like, awkward, quiet version of something. Like, like, when it first came out, all you had was the announcer talking.
Yeah, I remember you played that for me, and it was just like shuffling feet and like...
Yeah, it's like, so awkward. So this one, they have like a lot of the actors from the actual TV shows doing it. Like Batman and Superman are played by the classic voice actors and things like that. I don't know if LeBron James plays LeBron James, but maybe he does, because LeBron James is a character in this game.
Yes, he is.
But they also have like specific like lines. Like if you are playing with Batman and Superman, they'll talk about things with each other.
I did notice that, yeah.
And it just adds like that little bit of extra like immersion when you're playing the game. And I know you're playing a platform fighter, so really how immersive is it?
Right. But it's a fun little detail.
Yeah. So I like all that kind of stuff. And I do like how this game gets you to play every day, when some games like don't, because of the battle pass, because of the daily missions, because of all this other stuff that they have. It just makes it, I don't know, it just makes it like you feel compelled to play.
Sure.
Whereas in Smash, I don't like, there's kind of like, what's the reason other than getting better?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And like unlocking that full roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know why people like this. Oh man, I wish there was a way that I could go back and equip the one that I just unlocked, but apparently there is not.
Did you just unlock it for Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it happens sometimes.
I think for me, I just don't think that it's hard for me to articulate this. I just don't think that the combat feels very good, and like I don't know how to articulate it because I'm not like super deep into these games. But I think like the characters move really fast, but attack really slow, which just gives this feeling of like flying around, but also being like caught in quicksand. Which is like kind of how like nightmares feel. You know what I mean? Like,
it is very like slidey. Like,
yes,
the whole game is very like. I think, I don't know. I think there's some benefits to that. The game in a way to being a little slidey and a little quicker than Smash. I think this game, because of just how you can just like jump around really easy and recover really easy in this game. Because I mean, basically every character can double jump. They can dodge twice in the air, and then they can use an up special or even a side special twice before touching the ground. So you can be up in the air a long time before like you have to like come back down to earth. And that means every character has good recovery. And I really think one of the issues with Smash is that a lot of the characters just aren't balanced great, because of some have horrible recoveries. Other ones have really good, like, ultimate, what are those Smash things called? The final smashes or whatever they're called.
Do these guys have those?
What?
Do these guys have ultimates?
No, they don't.
Okay.
And that's why I like it, because like there's such like significant advantages to having certain characters. Now I know people are like, well, in the professional scene they don't use items and stuff like that. Well, yeah, that's true, but like, I'm sorry, most casual players aren't playing
right.
like with like the pro moves and stuff like that. It's just not how it works. And like the fact that this game just has like the ability that every character can be viable in some way, so far that I've seen, I just think it works a little bit better for me, because I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage for picking a character like Superman or a thing like that.
Sure.
I also feel like this game, Smash like is the easiest thing to compare it to, but this feels a lot more like a fighter than Smash does, because of how different the characters feel from each other. Yeah, they have the simple, like, you know, everyone has the basic punch and everything like that, but there's such like unique mechanics to some of these players, these characters, that really just change up the gameplay.
Yeah, okay.
And like learning a character's combos, I think, is way more important to be successful in this game. Learning where a character like best knocks characters out is like much more important in this game than in Smash, where it's kind of like the learning curve in Smash is at the very beginning point a little bit more simple than this one, but in this one there's a lot more like technical stuff to really like master and think about.
Sure. To me, this game feels like if every character in Smash was Minecraft Steve. And by that I mean just like it's just very complicated. And like every character has like something that it's like you need to know this if you want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Which isn't a bad thing necessarily. People like that complexity, obviously. But for me personally, like, what I do like about Smash is that, you know, I play it a lot with my girlfriend and stuff, and like, she can just pick it up and play. Whereas this, I think this is not at least in my opinion, I would not say this is like a great entry level fighting game.
Oh, absolutely. This is, again, much more like a fighter game than it would be like a Smash game. And I probably just upset people because they're like, oh, no, Smash is a fighter. Yeah.
not a traditional fighting game. It's not a Street Fighter. It's not a Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think moment to moment this is a fun enough game, but I just don't think I would ever really play this on my own. Do you know what I mean?
I would never touch the game again.
I booted it up for the first time yesterday, just like see like, all right, what's this all about? And then I would play it for like an hour, and I was like, well, I know I need to play more of this to like be able to talk about it and like form a real opinion on it, but I just don't want to keep playing this. Yeah. Like I played Garnet here, and I don't know her abilities. Like I just don't like them very much. I pick but for the sake of showcasing all these characters in this video, like I'll do it. But
I guess I should have done Rain Dog, but I didn't want to. I'll do it.
See, but like no, you don't have to, because like all the Rain Dog mains are gonna be mad, I guess.
I know, right? They're just gonna be furious. Yeah, I mean, the game is not like perfect, but I think the part of the thing that makes this a more perfect game than like a Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl, and I think even to a point the Switch, is the fact that it is cross-platform. And like right now I'm on PlayStation and you're on Xbox, right?
Yeah, this is pretty good.
And it was really easy to do. The fact that I've been playing a lot on the PC too, and I've been able to upgrade my characters like through the PC.
And you keep all the stats and stuff?
Yep. I don't think the trophies go over necessarily, so like I don't think that stuff carries, but like just really easy. Like I've been able to just upgrade my characters without it being you know, like, oh god, I'm locked to playing it here.
Are you playing the Steam version? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm playing the Steam version. They just let you play wherever is good for you, and you can easily play with your friends wherever they are too. And that's something that is still, I think, slightly a barrier with certain games today. Like really making it playable for the masses by just making it nice and easy. But yeah, I've been watching like a lot of like the pros play it, and I mean when they play it, it's like nuts. Just like seeing like them do like setups and combos and all this kind of stuff, and how fast the game actually is. I also really like the simplicity, and I know you can change like a custom game to like slightly alter your movesets, but just how easy it is to like play a game and how quick they go.
They do get you right back in them too, which I appreciate.
Yeah, for this one, I mean, the basic team thing is that you have 4 stock to play with, and you gotta like, you know, one person can die all the times, and then that would suck if you have a teammate who's not like proficient in the game. But you're constantly having people play, and you don't have people like get knocked out and like they can't play anymore, and it just makes it for a nice, fun, and easy way to kind of play with your friends and actually play multiplayer with this. Because I don't know, have you ever played Smash Online?
Nope. I imagine that it's not a very fun experience.
I mean, it's fine. Like, there's nothing like wrong with it, but like, it is like not the front thing that you see when you're playing the game. It's not like up the recommended way to play, so to speak.
Sure.
But I haven't been doing my
emote.
My emotes. I got to do that to upgrade my battle pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you buy the battle pass?
No. But they have the free in the paid
Oh
ones,
yeah.
Yeah, it just gives you that little extra bit of reason to play. I do like, there's a couple things I've noticed playing with you that I didn't notice before. You get more, like, I get like a party bonus, so I get more coins when I'm playing with them. Minimal coins. You basically get the currency that you need to unlock characters by leveling up. Like right now I'm level 12, and like usually every level you gain like 100 coins. You get 100 coins every day for winning your first match. And then you get some coins after each kind of like battle that you play, but like minimal. Like we're talking like 2 games, 2 victories, 8 points,
Sure.
8 coins per victory. So you're not really like getting that stuff too quickly, but it's fast enough that if you really are sick of the free characters that you have, you can unlock them without it being too prohibitive and stuff like that.
Sure. Makes sense.
But yeah, do you want to do one more? I'll be the rain dog.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't want to be Finn. I did not like him. I can unlock this, can't I? How does one? 2,000 coins. All right, Velma. I've heard that you're quite good.
Okay, all right. We got 2 support characters. We got this.
Is that well? All right, Velma. And I like your alternate outfit too from the movie, but I obviously do not have the premium currency to purchase that.
You don't want to pay the premium currency to buy the outfit?
I don't. So,
that's the thing. I see this as a free-to-play game. Give me all the free shit you want. Put all that stuff in there, because that just means I won't have to pay money for this.
That's true. So since we're both support characters, like, are we kind of boned against the Iron Giant and Taz the Tasmanian Devil? Both. I mean, Mr. Tasmanian Devil, I would say is the opposite of a support person.
Yeah, there's a bunch about him needing. I don't know if he has been nerfed or they're going to nerf him when the season gets out, because the spin attack was like unavoidable and people were just spamming it like crazy online.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think we're boned. I think the synergy between the characters might not be exactly where it is, but like there's still ways to like, you know, do what you need to do.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Rain dogs. God, I don't even know what your movesets are here.
Yeah, I just realized, like, what does this do? I'm like running, and I drop my glasses.
Yeah, rain dogs neutral is just like this thing. What does it do? Like,
just like a terrible, just like a little thing. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, set some fire down there. Look at that.
Oh, I can.
What are you doing? Oh, I did that?
I have no idea.
But that's the thing. Like, when you're playing a new character, you really got to know like what the character does. Otherwise, it can it's not gonna go well. I feel like in Smash, you can easily just like, you know, button mash your way to success.
Yeah.
But like this game, I do not feel like you can always button mash if you don't know what the moves do.
Okay, actually, these moves are kind of funny. Hers, like her basic attacks are just like little text boxes.
It's like her speaking squeaking and stuff.
Yeah, Jinkies. That's cute. Do you ever see? There's an interview that they did when they were doing the Josh Gunn. Not Josh Gunn. Yeah, is it Josh Gunn? James Gunn. When they were doing the James Gunn
Josh.
live action movies, where you've got the woman who's playing.
What's the Iron Giant doing? Sorry.
When you've got the woman who's playing Daphne. What's her name? Is that Sarah Michelle Gellar? No.
Wait, James Gunn directed that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's frightening.
No, they're fun movies. At least I remember them being fun as a kid. But you've got whoever's playing Daphne. They asked her about like, why do you think that Scooby-Doo is such a popular show? And so she is like in this interview being like, well, like it was so ahead of its time because it's not a girl's cartoon or a boy's cartoon. Like it didn't really matter like who you were. Like you could see this. You could watch this and enjoy it. And then they cut to Freddie Prinze Jr., who they asked the same thing. And he's like, it was like a talking dog, It's just like such a wonderful like juxtaposition of her being like this very thoughtful, like, it's kind of like, it could be anyone's show, it didn't matter who you were. And he's like, it's a talking dog. Like, it's pretty cool,
That's true though.
It is true. Are there items in this? Like I picked something up, these cards. What are these cards? Do we know? Or is this like have to do with the level? Also, what is this level? Is this Luigi's Mansion?
There are limited items, I think. Sometimes when you're playing like a free-for-all, I've seen a couple. I know certain characters like, oh shoot. There we go.
Oh, did we lose?
Yeah, we did. Because we were.
And he just jumped off the edge. Oh my gosh, Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Just like the movie.
There were like a few of them, but it's nothing like what you'd get in like a Smash. And I think that's what a lot of people, like more casual players, are like missing. Ooh, I did a lot of damage. A lot of casual players say there's not a lot of bells and whistles to this game because basically this game is about just playing it, like fighting it, doing your 1v1, 2v2 matches and stuff like that. We're gonna win. With
let's do it. I'm gonna be a fighter this time. I think she's a fighter. I have no idea. We won a woman.
But like there's no like adventure mode. There's no like single player stuff, and again, I don't think you need that kind of stuff in every single game that you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think the fighting and the battle pass is enough of a daily thing to do, but if I were sit down and play this game for like 5 hours, I personally probably be a little bit bored.
Well, it's very like, it is exactly this, and really nothing more.
Yeah,
like really not a whole lot more. Is this asset also really low quality? The Multiverse logo.
It doesn't look great.
It look like for me, it looks like really. It's just it's not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh because I'm like, whoa, those lines.
It's like the one thing they decided just not. I mean, the one thing. It's like what they decided to cut their budget. Like, the Iron Giant costs a lot of money to have here. Like
the game is not out yet, so like, maybe that's thing number one for them to fix. I think this game also does suffer though, similar to Smash, where it's just like what is happening on screen? Like when you get like all 4 characters in the same spot, it's like tough to be able to see like what is actually going on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Just the fact that we're like trying to like talk during this, and like sometimes like my attention is not 100% with the game, and then I'm totally lost as to like where my character is and like what's going on with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's sometimes hard, and I think that is one of the things that it is a little bit more of a floaty game than like a Smash is. So because it's faster and floatier, like it's easier to lose your character in like this like mass in the middle when you have everyone just doing their random moves and stuff like that. Harder to read.
Well, it's funny that the logo is like all of it's like a big dust cloud and then all of their hands sticking out, because that's kind of what this game feels like. You know what I mean? Just like, you might as well just do that, because I just have no reference for like a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, like what's actually happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think like looking at the specific like moves and stuff like that, like the characters have, you get a lot on screen that's helpful, but it just adds to that like craziness of it. Like if you have a cooldown ability that's going on, like that's added to the bottom of your screen, and then it like tells you about like attack decays, like I see right now, like moves. There's just so much on the screen that it's easy to kind of just not know what the hell is happening with your character. Come on, there you go.
Oh,
There
we
we go.
won.
That was a little bit better.
So there you go. That is Multiversus. If you're interested in hearing more about it, go ahead and check out this week's episode of Hitbox Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're finding podcasts. And then you can also, we're going to be doing even more, an even deeper look into the game on our Patreon exclusive bonus show this week. That's patreon.com/hitboxpod. You can find us there. Am I forgetting anything, Justin?
No, you should at least I think check it out, because the only thing you'll be sacrificing is some time, and you're free, and the fact that it's free. So I think it's definitely worth at least trying to see if you like it or not.
If you like Smash, I would say like check this out and see what you think of this. But yeah. All right, we'll catch you all on Wednesday when our new episode goes live. Bye.
Bye.